Hello everybody, how are we doing today? I'm Neblime, joined today by ShroomofDoom here. And hello everybody. And we're going to be bringing you the Group 31 from Preseason, which in theory is like the highest skill group, right, if they go up by number. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Let's just have a quick look at the players we're looking at. So, we have Dragoon, Soul Silver, G31, Royal Blue, and Hubert Neutron. Dragoon, not to be confused with Dragon, of course. He's not that good, but I think he's still pretty good. Do you know anything about any of these players, Shroom?
Yes, sir, I do, Neblime. I know Hugh Neutron. I played him a couple times.
Yeah.
Definitely a great Zerg player. I know Napoleon from way back.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's played in a couple of CPLs. He's also a really good player. I like his army control. You know, he's got really good army control, and if you like playing UMS, if you like playing those like Diplo games, you can also hit him up. He's really good at those games as well.
Those Australians repping in the chat, nice. Okay, yeah, I've never learned to play those. Like, I played a lot of UMS in my time, but everyone else playing Diplomacy is like really pro, knows the meta, and I'm like, oh, I can make units, you know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the Diplo games for the UMS, yeah, definitely a.
It's pretty hardcore, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like definitely acquired taste. Just like you can probably build your own community from guys just playing those kind of games. So
totally. I mean, there's like a snipers community, right, that they play all the time.
Exactly. I don't know anything about the other two, so if you don't have anything to add, we can probably
let's find out. Over to our first game then. Alright, so in the 12 o'clock position here, the yellow Protoss, it's Dragoon. In the bottom right here, the white Terran, it's Royal Blue, not living up to his name. I wanted to see that blue colour, oh well. See how he does.
Hey. Yeah, just wanted to mention, Royal Blue is Napoleon. So when I was like talking about Napoleon earlier, yeah, he's aka his DST Napoleon. Yeah, so this map is Sylphid, 3-player map. Very common map. Do you think we should run over the common strategies? You know.
No, I think we've had enough casts of Sylphid. People understand. Not that many TVPs we've had, I suppose. Actually, now that these are players who are a bit of a higher level than we've cast before, maybe it matters more. But I think we'll just talk about it as it comes up. I think people have seen the map enough.
Yeah, definitely. As I said before, super common map. I mean, super fleshed out, right? I think
the new fighting spirit, maybe.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, man. New fighting spirit.
We'll see. Look at this depot, though. Royal Blue actually going to go for a wall here. I wonder if this means we're going to see a 2-fag.
Possibly. I'd also like to note that a Dragoon, really early scout, maybe looking to actually deny that gas, and he may be able to get it because he scouted in the correct position first.
I do love a pylon scout. You can mess with the Terran a lot as well. You know, he could also just harass this SCP movement barracks a lot. Oh, looks like he's going to go for that gas steal.
Oh!
No!
Oh, no, seconds late.
Nice deny by Royal Blue there, really well done. But Dragoon can still just go ahead with a normal build here. No harm done for him, and he can keep harassing this SCV. Nice repair there. Royal Blue really pulling that SCV very quickly. So I don't think Dragoon's going to be able to do too much with this.
Yeah, nice a bit of a like SCV probe micro, keeping his SCV building the barracks safe.
Okay, we got 2 gates coming up for
2 gates.
Dragoon. That's pretty aggressive. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're doing 2-gate Dragoon, normally you get Cyber before the 2nd gate, right?
Right, yeah, I'm actually not liking this because Dragoon already sees that Royal Blue will have a wall, and he's only producing Zealots, right? So, like, how's that going to work out, right?
Yeah, I think he was relying on the gas steal of this plan, maybe. I mean, even so, if the wall is still pretty good. And there we go. Yeah, the wall's complete.
He fails to get a pylon. Like, I kind of felt like he was actually trying to drop a pylon at the end of there.
Yeah, that can be so annoying. But... And that's one reason I don't like walls as well. The Protoss can really disrupt you that way, if they get that down. That SCV is 2 hits away from death, my god.
So, Yeah, I just want to. At this point, I kind of feel Royal Blue is like with. Okay, I wouldn't say it's insurmountable because you know you are against Protoss as Terran, right? But he's got a huge lead, you know, and at these higher levels, you know.
Yeah,
lead
definitely.
Like
this is not looking good for Dragoon.
Yeah, it's basically could be like can't overcome it yet, right? You know
insurmountable lead for Royal Blue, would you say?
That's the word.
Well,
yeah, that's
early
the word,
days, yeah. He did actually cancel that Zealot, by the way, realizing that the full wall is going to stop him, so he's just going to be a little late here with his goons. I still think he can definitely get something done if Royal Blue makes a mistake. Basically, if Royal Blue doesn't repair quickly, because you do have to repair this wall before the goon is out. Without a bunker, there's no other way to do this. But the tank will be out soon enough, and then presumably siege mode following that, because Royal Blue got the full scout here.
Yeah, Neblime, I agree with your analysis. He saw everything, right? So he knows it's coming.
People in chat predict a Protoss win. Interesting. Let's see.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
but okay, here's another thing about Dragoon's build though, because he didn't go Cyber Core first. His first two Dragoons and range are severely delayed. Like if he went the regular one gate pressure, or just like a 2 gates but with the Cyber Core first, like his goons would already be at his wall, like shooting, right?
Yeah. So thing is here,
range done, right? So
even so, he still will be able to hit this wall before the tank is out. Now, of course, Kieran can very easily just repair this wall and be fine, but he can potentially pick off a lot of Marines and SCVs if Royal Blue doesn't do it right. This second scout SCV not going to be able to get out there, so unfortunately Royal Blue are going to be a bit blind. But having scouted that 2 gates, I think he has a pretty good idea of what's going on.
It is still a good denial, because it could be like DT follow-up or something, right? So denying that second scout is pretty huge. And yeah, we do see siege mode coming out, first tank coming out. So he does get pushed back there. I can see what you mean about these goons being late. If they were like 20 seconds earlier, or maybe like 10 seconds earlier, it would actually be a lot more annoying for the Terran. By the way, Dragoon not seeing that command center, so he doesn't really know what's going on here. Definitely when you wall, it's good to put the command center far away enough the Protoss can't see it. What's this probe doing? Yeah, maybe proxy expansion. Oh, he's got to be careful with this tank. Okay, good. He pulls it back.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, yeah, I wasn't watching that. I was watching the probe.
Good targeting by Dragoon.
Is it really necessary to use the Marines here? I would have thought you just want to hit with the tank and repair.
Right, yeah, it's not super necessary.
It does siege up though, so he will push those goons back for now. Now, because his second SCV got denied, he has to go the safe path. He's going to get the eBay here. But unfortunately for him, Dragoon did just go over Robo here. I presume we're going to see an expansion here. Looks like Dragoon wants to take this hidden other main as a base. I think that's what we're going to see.
I actually think that's actually kind of smart coming out from Dragoon. It's a little bit of a psychological play. I mean, I believe I've talked to you a lot about these kind of plays
yes, you
before
do.
Neblime, hiding your second.
Well, most of the time you're not talking to me about them, you're just doing them to me.
That's right. Going off on that earlier tangent, you said Royal Blue going for an engineering bay. You see he's getting turret up front, really safe, and that's all because he couldn't get that second scout, right? So could be DTs, could be Reaver, right? Follow up, right? So he's forced to get these turrets, even though I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's a waste of money, basically. But we do see a shuttle coming out, so it might be worth it. I'm not sure if Dragoon is anticipating a push from Terran here, or he wants to try and shuttle. Sorry, not shuttle, elevator. I'm not really sure what the shuttle is for, to be honest. Guess we'll see.
Yeah, it could be just for some kind of like bust out front, but I mean at this point I feel like the timing for bust is over, given the infrastructure Dragoon has. I mean, he only has 2 gates as well, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like
I would have thought if you are anticipating a Terran push, you want to add more gateways for a shuttle. And like you say, if he wants to bust, he's kind of missed his opportunity. Like, Elevator's not going to get him anywhere here, and he doesn't have a big army, I don't think, to Bulldog. I don't think that's really going to work either.
Yeah, Royal Blue, like, scouting with his engineering bay, like, he'll see any kind of elevator play, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So, and I'd just like to note, he's good timing coming down, Academy, Armory coming down, Second Factory coming down. He's really hitting his stride, Royal Blue, right now. I would note that on the Protoss side, we do have a pretty good, I guess, follow-up. The best kind of one of the, in my opinion, best kind of follow-ups you can do after a failed, I guess, early push. He's going for double Nexus, so you can see he's taking his natural and the third really quickly. And this definitely will get Dragoon back in the game if he can hold the bases and saturate them long enough. Right?
Yeah, this is where it's awkward for Terran because he hasn't seen the other main, right? He doesn't know that's there. And it's not super likely he's going to just scan there out of hand unless he has no idea what's going on. But Speed Vulture is going to sneak out of Royal Blue's base, and they might find this. And to be honest, if they find it, it's going to be pretty annoying for Dragoon to try and get any probes over there and just defending it. I mean, you could say, yes, he can just make a couple of cannons, but that's just money he doesn't want to spend, right?
Right. Oh, and at this point, we actually see there is nothing at Dragoon's base to deny this. Zealots came out of the gate, so if these 4 vultures go in, I mean, this could be the end of the probe line.
He chooses not to, though. You know,
yeah, a little.
I always like to at least poke, right? I guess since his opponent doesn't know these vultures are on the map at all, then it's a pretty big deal if he doesn't show them here. Oh, okay, so Dragoon actually attacking while she's going on.
Yeah, we have a bust attempt.
I don't know about this.
This won't do anything. I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh my god, those SCVs. They're just barely holding him back. Okay, but he does get through there. But the second tank in the main, the SCV's doing their damage for sure. Yeah, I think this was an ill-advised attempt.
Dragoons trapped by the excellent SCV control. Yeah, and he didn't even kill that many SCVs. So basically, I think Royal Blue got the better trade.
He did take out 3 tanks here, but it's not like Royal Blue was gearing up to a push, right? When Terran just wants to expand, this is totally fine. I don't know about fighting these Goliaths, though. They both get taken out. It's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a little bit poor.
The Vultures did actually run in there and get some probes, but they got taken out by drags after. Since this is actually the 3rd, there weren't very many probes here yet, so Royal Blue not getting too much value there. And to be honest, having trouble resecuring this natural. This is actually starting to get bad. At first I thought it was good for Terran, but now I'm thinking, okay, well you're denying mining. No more tanks coming out for quite a while there. And Royal Blue banking up a huge amount of money right now.
Yeah, I think his macro slipping a bit.
Yeah.
If his macro was a little bit better, this attack basically would have been deflected perfectly.
Yeah, and we see him still just on 2 factories here, only 1 shop even. So yeah, that's why he's building up so much money. CC can't even float out now because there's only 2 tanks as well.
Exactly. I was just about to mention that. Yeah, the lack of macro is really hurting him. He's unable to secure his own 3rd. If he was able to secure the 3rd right after the command center finished, he'd be in an awesome position. But look at the game now. I do think Dragoon is making a comeback. I mean, he's getting his base saturated. Yeah, at first I didn't really like that attack, but I guess because Royal Blue, he didn't macro up behind it. I guess it was all right. As you said, it did reset the tank count, and with not perfect macro, you could say, right? There's no chance for a counterplay, right?
The way I would say it is theoretically, I think this would go to Terran's favor, but in practice, Royal Blue not quite executing there. And that's sometimes a way you can get ahead against your opponent, is even if what you're doing isn't necessarily strategically advantageous, just putting the pressure on them and interacting with them a lot, you can kind of turn the game to your way. I guess the right way to say it is if you're taking the initiative. Now, the thing is, this other main is still unscouted, so Royal Blue might be thinking he's up against a 2-base play here, in which case as Terran you're feeling totally fine. You defended their attack, presumably he's going to come in with a bigger attack or more tech. So I think as Terran you're feeling pretty happy here if you don't know about this base. Oh, nice pylon wall, that's very good actually.
Yeah, definitely, Neblime, I agree with you. Because also with that, one thing about that attack that Dragoon did, which is actually really good in his favor, is the psychological aspect. So because Terran thinks, okay, the Dragoon was going for some kind of 2-base bust, you know what I mean, right? So he probably doesn't have a 3rd, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, he does. Oh, okay, we do see a push out on the field here. Driving those Dragoons back, securing the 3rd.
Needs to get over to that 3rd though. You know what? I don't like where these tanks are extended out here. I think you want them as far back as you can here, because you need to get into this 3rd and siege up there as well. But it seems like Dragoon's not going to press the issue just for now, and Royal Blue does pull back.
Right. Yeah. That earlier attack from Dragoon pretty much exhausting his army supply, so I don't think he can even break this, even if you know what I mean. But if
yeah, I guess he couldn't have broken it, but he could have been a bit annoying if he came in with those goons while the tanks were out of position. And look, how many more goons are coming out now? Now that Royal Blue is in position, I think this is okay, but it was a bit risky there for a minute.
Oh, and again, I mean, I know it's hard. I mean, I'm a Terran player as well, but look at Royal Blue's resources. Again, he's a supply block,
that is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, and Dragoon so far, I mean, despite a strategically disadvantageous opening, I think is executing fairly well. I will say he's taking very slowly, assuming he wants to go to Arbiters here. He's taking his time. but he's not banking up a huge amount of minerals. And I don't know if it was you, I think it was Zero saying in a cast yesterday, if it's better to make the wrong thing than not make anything at all, for sure.
Definitely, 100% agree with that. Better to have units than no units, right?
Yeah,
not a
exactly.
question.
Even if you made vultures against carriers, that's still pretty useful. Speaking of carriers... Speaking of carriers, actually, okay, no, he's getting Temple Archives here. He could just be going for straight double Arbiter production here. I think
it's straight double Arbiter, yeah.
You don't see that often, to be honest. Most of the time, Protoss waits until they have the Tribunal to get a second Stargate.
Yeah, especially off only 3 bases, right? 2 Stargates.
Look, that Vulture just ran right into those Dragoons.
Okay, looking at the Terran side though, I do like his factory. He does have 8 now. I think he should add 1 more. The sweet spot is 9 factories off 3 bases. I also do like the Protoss taking his 4th as well. So that's good play from him. Let's see.
He should get that. Over.
Yeah, but it's like a good play from. Oh, actually, it's really tight.
I thought there was some pylons, but they're not. This is why you don't want to put cannons in the wall, because they actually don't block it like that. So this isn't going to do too much, but it is a little bit annoying for Dragoon to have to send his army over there. Is he even going to do it?
No, he's got to send Zealots. I don't think the Dragoons can pass
wow,
through.
This is like the worst wall for Protoss. Like this Terran wants to build this wall to let the vultures in, but not the goons. Dude, imagine if you had like 6 vultures up there or something. It'd be so painful to clear out with Zealots.
Yeah, that would. You could probably shut like deny mining if you had 6 like vultures there for a while, because you have to. Yeah, like, especially
they'd have
with
to
mines
kill their
in the
cannon.
field.
I think is what they'd have to do, or spend a lot of Zealots, or just use a shuttle. He does have a shuttle out. I think the story of this game is just going to be that this main's going to kick in undetected. Royal Blue still, I don't think, is aware of it.
I think he thinks Dragoon's still on 3 bases. The game is definitely stabilizing, I think. Royal Blue again, I think, slipping on his macro a bit. If he had had a little bit hitting his macro cycles better, because it's 15 minutes already into the game, he would have been able to push right now. I think so.
Yeah. Oh, so
good drop.
Yeah, now he knows. And this is huge because there's actually a pylon wall here. So I don't know how Dragoon's gonna be able to reinforce this in time. I think with Focus Fire you might be able to get the Nexus here. Only 1 tank, maybe not. But at any rate, this is definitely going to disrupt mining a lot. Vulture's going to swoop in there, that cannon's taken out. Probe's having to evacuate. Oh, doesn't get that last shot. He was targeting it, did you see?
I didn't notice, but yeah. Definitely, you can see like Zealots coming, but with only 2 Zealots and mines already planted, I don't know if he can clean this up. He's got to send more Zealots. He's got to send more Zealots, yeah.
I thought they might drag onto the tank there. But yeah, this is a severe setback for Dragoon, actually. Kinda, he's paying the tax incurred by taking this secret base. And it looks like Royal Blue is going to try and do a proper move out with this. And I like this, actually, because it's dragging Dragoon's army, like, the other way, basically. Allowing him to get
and if you look at the supplies, I think Dragoon, like, he was a little bit momentarily, like, distracted by it, so he missed a couple of cycles. You can see the supplies are basically even, and it's time for the Terran push,
looks like he changed his
so
mind.
I do like this. Yeah, well, I do like. I think he's gearing up. I think he's just hotkeys up. You can see, like, and I do like it if he is moving out. Yeah, that was huge. I did a lot of damage on that.
It took its time too. That was a patient mind. So I think Royal Blue wants to push north here. Okay, no, he changed his mind. Indecisive of his army here. If he pushes left, there are 2 bases he can secure. Okay, finally Dragoon going to get in here, and the mines have been exhausted. So I think the Dragoons will finally clear this up.
This drop, it's done its weight in gold. There's 9 kills on a tank. Yeah, I saw 2 on the Vulture. I didn't know how much the other Vulture that was taken out earlier had, but I mean...
Engineering Bay just died, by the way. That's a bit annoying.
Oh, Dragoon's got to get his Arbiters with his army. If Royal Blue attacks right now,
Where are his Arbiters? I can't find them.
Okay, good. Yeah, he's he's moving them down now.
Oh, are they in his main?
Yeah, he's moving them.
I assume he has stasis and recall since he's getting Arbiter energy.
Yeah, he probably does, but he has no energy to use it. So if the fight happens right now, like it's basically going to be like as if the Arbiters, weren't there, right? So
is it valid to just get stasis and then energy? Like if you don't plan on doing recalls anytime soon, just try and get as many stasis out as you can real quick. Oh, I don't know about this base. It doesn't look too strongly defended, and there's a big Protoss army right there. Only 1 tank here. I don't think that's really enough, but the main Protoss army coming in.
We're going to have the big fight.
Okay, so there's
really
million
strong position from Royal Blue. Yeah,
and 2
very
stasis
strong.
are available. Well, unfortunately, the stasis is going to come in very late, if at all. There goes one. Stasis
Oh
on
no, he
Arbiter!
stasis his own Arbiter with 111 energy.
Yeah, Terran
Oh,
crushing
no,
through there. +2 not even done, but this is really not a good angle for Dragoon because he's kind of cut off by the whole high ground base here. It limits the angle of engagement. And the Vultures are perfectly in position and everything.
Yeah, then the tank line was so deep, and I think the biggest thing was that he wasted one of his own stasis by stasising his own.
Absolutely, and even so, I think the stasis are very late. You really want them down at the start of the fight, or even like what you can do is just you don't start the fight until you hit the right stasis, basically. By the way,
I totally agree. Yeah.
During all this, Dragoon has not put any probes back on his other third at that main there, so his mining is still severely affected, and Terran's kind of just smashing through here. Looks like Terran will get the base they wanted.
Right. Yeah, it's not looking good for Dragoon. He's really got to get that fourth, or that third, right? Technically saturated again. Looks like he is building probes now.
He does build a Nexus, but that's not what he needs. He needs the probes.
Yeah, he also needs, I think, a lot more gates. He has, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a pretty good stasis. But
but he's got no army to follow it up with. Yeah. So
I mean, it might delay Terran a little bit. I don't know. Dragoon is still on 180 supply, and these tanks caught unsieged. Actually, this could be a huge engagement. A lot of Zealots getting on top, but the more Vultures come in, actually, you know what?
In from all sides.
No, this is not enough. Terran will crush this.
No, he's got 2-2. Got, like, I mean, at this point, I mean,
I was looking at this and I'm like, oh, this is good for Protoss. I'm like, wait, no, just go away.
So the Terran army, just overrunning the Protoss army.
Smashing him with so many tanks. Like, we got like 15 tanks or so here, and now he's in the natural.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, he only has 9 gates as well. Oh, he calls.
I think he meant to say GG. I'll give him benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I think he meant to call good game. Yeah, so that was quite a game between both of them.
Yeah. Really nice push by Royal Blue there. Then that dropship, oh my god, it did so much. I think that Dragoon would have had like 1,500 more minerals if that drop never happened. Yeah,
definitely. I honestly think that drop basically won him the game. The amount of damage it did.
It was a very good drop. Yeah, Terran wins, says Grims. Yep, that's right. Alright, let's jump into the next one. Alright, at the 12 o'clock here, Dragoon again spawning at the 12 o'clock in the white Protoss, and the bottom right in the blue Zerg, we have Hubert Neutron. You know, I kind of imagined he was a Terran player for some reason, but okay, I guess he's Zerg. I did not know.
Hubert Neutron?
Yes. Okay, so PBZ
Is
now.
That from... I vaguely remember, isn't Hubert Neutron like from that TV show? Like
I'm thinking of Jimmy Neutron, I think.
Yeah, when I was like 5 or something.
Hubert Neutron is his dad or something.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. It just came to me now, actually, looking at his name. So I guess we can see some big brain plays coming out of Hubert Neutron.
Yeah, that's right. He better have 200 IQ plays in a name like that. Then again, if I recall in the series, like, his dad was kind of ignorant of his own son's genius, and his parents very dismissive of him. Kind of sad, really.
Oh, right, yeah, wasn't his dad, like, kind of dumb or something? Like,
I mean, he wasn't, like, exceptionally dumb, but, like, they didn't really, like, acknowledge that their child is, like, some mad scientist or something. They probably should have done something about him. But anyway.
Right. Okay, so Dragoon, again, going for that pylon scout.
I don't think he saw that Overlord, dude.
Well, he's going the right way anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
He's
gonna find it.
It's good to know.
Okay, 9 pool coming out of Hubert Neutron.
That is an overpool, my friend.
Yeah, well, overpool.
Very different to 9 pool. Sorry, I have to chastise you.
I have
big difference.
I have literally no confidence in my Zerg knowledge.
If you go Nexus first, and it's 9 pool, things are going to get into your base before like you can do anything about it. If you go Forge Nexus Cannon, I think 9 pool lings will arrive at your base pretty much about as the cannon's finishing. Overpool, however, like in either of those scenarios, is probably fine. Oh my gosh, this probe! You don't want to lose that.
But he's doing work though. He's doing work to nine that.
That pylon is now. I was going to say he was trying to block too early. In fact, he didn't actually. Oh my god, the moving shot! Oh, Oh, he might not be 200 IQ, but he's definitely 200 APM. Holy shit. That was amazing, that moving shot. That's so hard to do. I struggle with that. Yeah. So we do
think
see
you should
Dragoon.
cancel this, or?
No, I think it's fine. It's alright. But Dragoon is going to go Forge Nexus Cannon here. I'm not sure about this, because Lings can actually be coming across the map right now. That's the thing. The pylon does like make the Lings want to stay, but they could still just come across the map. And I think they will. Cannon only just starting. I don't think this is going to be done in time. The Overlord sees everything. Uh-oh.
Right, yeah, I think you need to throw down the gate or something at least and try to steal the front with
probes,
probes,
and he is
right?
going to bring them. Yeah, he's going to bring the probes. That's very well done there. It still might be tricky though, because that cannon's actually like a fair way off. Oh man. Oh, that Forge
75% done.
Yeah, I don't see how he can keep him out. Human Nutrition's going to get in, man, or at least he's going to kill a lot of probes. And there he goes. He's in. That's it. That's all it takes.
He's run past. And so this is super annoying for Protoss, right? When you see these Zerglings just run around and pick off.
That's like a lot, to be honest, having your main.
Yeah, like even if you don't snipe that many probes, I mean, you have to the mining time loss from the probes continuously having to be pulled off the line to deal with the Zerglings is huge, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do expect he will kill quite a few as well. That's kind of part of the course.
For the...
Ooh. Yeah, this is
really
really
bad. He was going
bad.
for the Nexus for a second.
I mean, if you get the Nexus, you do just win the game, right? Thing is, Protoss can pull to defend this, but you're pulling your probes all the way down here. It's not a good time. It's not what you want to be doing. And the Lings will kill this Nexus so fast, like it will not take long at all. I'm worried for Dragoon. He's reacting pretty slowly to this. This Nexus is getting down pretty fast.
Yeah, I think he's got to pull his probes, man. I mean, it's
but the probes themselves can't fight very well. Oh my gosh.
I think he will save the Nexus, but
I'm not so sure.
He's got to pull right now. Like it's.
Yeah. Oh my god,
this Nexus goes down. I mean.
Okay, one Ling goes down. That's pretty huge. But so many probes dying. Oh my god, brutal.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the probe drill was kind of not done that correctly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he fed them in piecemeal.
He cleans them up, and as you predicted, he does save the Nexus. But he's got 9 probes right now. 9 probes to 14 drones.
Yeah, I was just about to point that out. The Zerg has a huge economic lead, and you can see back Hubert is actually droning up at his main.
Yeah,
right, so
and that's a good move there. You can follow up with like a big speedling attack here, and I think that probably could have won the game as well. But getting the economic lead is also worthwhile because he's definitely in a winning position right now. Props to Hubert for knowing that he doesn't need to kill that pylon. He can just go straight on and attack the main there. The Overlord did give him the vision, of course. And Dragoon, honestly, a bit greedy going Forge Nexus Cannon.
Alright, I don't really see how Dragoon can actually recover from this. Looks like...
well...
I'm thinking of like ways how you can recover. I can't see how you can recover from this.
Okay, so if Hubert goes for a Hydra Bust, which Dragoon holds, and then Dragoon gets DTs into the main, that's all I can think of. Because yeah, if Hubert just goes straight for Mutalisk here, I don't know what Dragoon can actually do about it.
Yeah, looks like some kind of proxy
I've had
cannon
this done
play.
to me. This is so annoying when this happens. I mean, this is fine and all, but I gotta question how much money he has for this. He still hasn't started his cyber core, and he's gonna be spending his money on like this cannon rush. Even if he kills this base, I'm not sure if this would be worth it in the current game state.
Right. I do like how Hubert actually has scouted Dragoon's main with his Overlord, so you can see the gas is just coming up now. So if
Speedling's trying to come in, and they slip through the middle. Oh my gosh, no, they barely get held.
No, it was a good block.
Oh, but they get through again, and that Nexus is so low, but there's a cannon here. Yeah, good thing.
There's a cannon here ready, right? Yeah. So it should be okay. Only 3 Zerglings. Good hold by Dragoon.
If he didn't get that cannon, then he would be so doomed. But he did get the cannon, so these Lings can't do too much actually. Oh, they're going to take him out. Actually, they're not paying attention. Oh dear. Well, that's a bit of a waste. Cyber only just started. Cannon coming up over here though. Yeah, I think it's a shame Hubert Neutron sent those Zerglings, because if he had that many Zerglings right now and he found out this cannon, he could actually just come over here and deny it pretty easily, even if that cannon's finished. It doesn't do that much against like 8 Zerglings.
I don't think the cannon's in range though, so...
I see what Dragoon's going to do here. He's going to use this cannon to defend the Zealots and harass with them.
Oh, I do like that play, yeah. Any kind of damage you can do right now is good, but if you look on Hubert Neutron's side, he's going for Mutalisk, right?
Yeah, which I think is the right play. When you know Protoss is down in the dumps, Mutalisk can just end the game pretty easily.
Like Dragoon's Cybercore only coming up now, and he has like 1 gate, you know, so with proper meterless control, he's got no cannons in his natural, right? So basically that mineral line will be shut down.
Yeah, and there is no defense right here. Okay, the Mutalisk does come along actually, but these drones are in a bit of trouble. They are just going to run away. It's probably the right call there.
Good pull, saving the drones, right?
More Mutalisk showing up, but Neutron's about to have a rude shock when he sees this cannon. He's like, what? To be fair, it is only one cannon though, so if you said like 2 more Mutalisks, it wouldn't be a problem. And you know, even now these Zealots not going to do too much with the Mutas, hitting them from above as they try and fight.
Yeah, Zergling's also like a buffering threat falling.
Let's get 1 drone. Ooh, 2 drones.
You get another one.
3
gets
drones.
3 drones.
3 drones for 4 Zealots, you know, it's not bad, although I'm still questioning this cannon. I don't think it really made a difference there.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have to disagree. I don't think at this stage of the game, throwing away 4 Zealots for, you know, 3 drones is quite enough. But I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. I mean, you know what I mean? Like you gotta make something happen, right?
God,
when you're behind.
A lot of Mutalisks. This is a TVZ right now. Man, he needs to kill this probe because it can still just keep making cannons here. It becomes pretty annoying. Okay, he's gonna come in for it.
Actually, I do think this cannon, it did actually help out in the end because it's buying time for Dragoon. Like you see, like cannons going up in his natural, Stargate, you know, going up in his main.
Actually, they wouldn't have been done, would they?
Yeah, we went right away to the natural. I mean, that natural would be shut down already.
Yeah, I think you might be right, actually. Somehow, this cannon making it worthwhile, but Dragoon just GG's. He knows there's not much he can do.
Yeah, he just taps out.
With the Mutalisk already out. A bit anticlimactic there. But there you go.
Well, I honestly think Dragoon wasn't dead yet, because, I mean, the Stargate was warped in. And
yeah, but,
like but
I think it's going to be very tough to survive. There's enough mutas they actually could just kill all the cannons while the Scourge do their work. Maybe he left as a result of like looking over that pile and going like, oh, there's actually like 10 Mutalisks.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. Also, yeah, with Mutalisk control, right? Like hitting the natural, I think especially. Yeah, it's really tough to come back from something like that. I think.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. Yeah, let's jump into the next one. Alright, the 12 o'clock. Hey, he's finally blue. In the blue Terran, it's Royal Blue. And the bottom left, the pale green Zerg, is Hubert Neutron. So, both players victorious in their other games. Let's see how they go here.
Winner's match, right? Winner's match.
If only. So, TVZ now. We're getting the full spectrum of matchups today. That means I get to see a beautiful TVT.
I think you're one of the few people who actually like TVT.
I mean, mostly it's just Terran players, so 1 in 3 people, I guess.
Well, actually, a lot of Terrans don't like Terran versus Terran. To be fair,
they don't really know how to play Terran then.
Well, here's my own philosophy about that matchup. I like watching it, but I don't like playing it.
I feel like as long as you play it enough to understand it, you can't not like it. Kind of like Brood War.
Okay, let's see. I think Royal Blue's going for his patented wall again.
Oh, okay. Well, you can do a link-proof wall here. I wonder if that indicates we're going to see a gas build, because I can't really imagine doing this with a bio build.
Yeah, mech. I almost feel like it. You know, mech's going to come out of Royal Blue.
Yeah,
and,
either like CC first or mech are the only times you really want a wall. I don't think a wall with a regular bio opening is that great.
I don't think actually it will be CC first. I think it won't. Yeah, it will be. It's either 1-1-1 or mech, which is really viable. You see a lot of pros do that, do it on this map, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely viable. So yeah, we see expansion first from Hubert Neutron, really standard.
Sending that drone scout, making sure.
Yeah, it's not like an 8 racks or something, right? Although I think if you did do 8 racks, you'd probably proxy it in like the middle or closer.
Yeah, I think you would. You can definitely fit racks there. So there's a gas build coming up from Royal Blue. You know, I'm surprised he's not getting that second depot fast, because if you block the scouting, it's actually a bit awkward for Zerg. They probably just get the sunken by default, but you know, if they want to guess that you're not getting gassed, it could be a bit weird. Then again, you see this wall, you're probably just going to know that a vulture's going to show up. So maybe not.
Yeah, there are some kind of like weird like psychological builds. You can wall and then just go 2 racks. You know, 2
on
racks,
one base,
academy, and timing.
That'd be pretty great.
It does work, man. It does. I mean, it does work if the Zerg's not ready for it. One sunken can't deflect that.
So this drone is trapped in here right now. Oh dear. Poor guy. He dreamed of becoming a hatchery someday. Here he comes.
So let's see. He's getting.
Okay, pretty good intel here. When he sees Robo has pulled off gas. That's actually pretty important.
Yeah, and I think he will see he will see the factory, so he knows for sure it's not some kind of like like, as I was just saying, like 2 barrack play, right?
Well, with that gas timing, it has to be a factory.
Right. Yeah. So it will be 2 hatch out of Hubert Neutron. I feel like every Zerg does this now. I feel like the 3 hatch just kind of fallen out of favor.
Yeah, it does seem so, doesn't it? Which I'm sad that. I much prefer playing against 3 hatch, but I guess that does indicate that 2 hatch is probably the better build then. At least for now.
Yeah, 2 hatch mutilus play is really strong. It's like with a good micro, it's really strong. Also, I mean, you can also do 2 hatch lurker timings, also really strong. But it looks like Royal Blue, he does see everything. You can see his SCV scouting around, so he knows it's 2 hatch. He sees the layer timing.
Yeah, and the Vulture is coming out here. I think Neutron will be okay with the Sunken, as long as he positions a couple of seconds or something. To be honest, it's unlikely Royal Blue will actually try and run by here, because usually it's like a pretty risky proposition for Terran to try and do that.
Definitely, he needs to put also 2 more SCVs on gas. I think he's forgotten.
No, I think it's intentional.
Oh, really?
For now. I probably he's putting back on in a little bit, but for now, I think it's part of the build.
I thought it was like you get your command center and then you put your 2 on gas right away. You get your 2nd factory and also armory. Okay, he's getting armory now.
Well, he put them back on now. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say it's intentional.
Right.
These vultures are menacing out here.
It's not that big of a deal, right? I'm just like a little bit of optimization is all, right?
True.
Okay, so I don't know. Can Royal Blue see the? Okay, now he will now see the spire for sure.
Yes.
Good reaction over Hubert Neutron, immediately pulling drones, right?
Yeah. Front. So that's his plan there in case it's a run by. I'm impressed by the speed of that as well. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and he brought up his Zerglings now, which can now seal the front. Yeah, that was like, well, he's got 260 APM, so I mean.
Yeah, you got to use it on something. Yeah. That is pretty high.
Good pull though. Good pull. Good reaction.
Yeah, so
let's see if...
With all this scouting info, I think Robo's in a pretty good position. He knows that the play here is just build up a certain number of Goliaths, and then you're not really that worried about Mutalisk. Of course, Hubert Neutron still has options to transition out of Mutalisk from here.
But I do think he will, like, he's going for Mutalisk first. I mean, he has to after investing basically in Fast Spire, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if... Actually, I think Royal Blue's engineering bay is a little bit late. I think the Mutalisk will get there before.
It is indeed. Normally you want to have like a turret up at least for the Goliath to hide on when the Mutalisk get there. Oh dear.
I noted he took his 3rd factory actually before engineering bay, and against 2 hatch you get your engineering bay before your 3rd, like according to like the translated video by Jinjin.
Yeah,
shout
out
out
to
him from Flash, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so
Flash says you get your.
Hubert Neutron going to come in here. There's only like 2 Goliaths and a Marine. Now, more Goliaths will pop out pretty quickly, so I don't think he's going to die, but I think damage will definitely go down. Oh well, here we go.
Yeah, 2 SCVs already, 3 SCVs already.
Wow. And yeah, he'll just fly out pretty easily. I don't think he's going to lose his Mutalisk here. In fact, he's even going to go a bit deeper and just kill a few more SCVs before he goes. Because you know there's Goliaths take a long time.
He's getting a lot of SCVs though, yeah.
Oh, he's going to lose one here though. Ooh. I don't know about that. I think he should have pulled out for losing that one. Then again, we do see him transitioning straight into Hydras, so maybe he's just happy to trade these for economy. And you know, he's forced the Terran to make so many turrets and stay back. You could say that kind of justifies the whole 2H meter build. This drone thinking twice about heading out after seeing those vultures. Hydras will be out in a second, I think, to escort it.
Yeah, he's bringing back some Mutalisk to clear out the vultures. Smart
that's
play.
That's a very good use for them as well.
Yeah. I'm actually not a fan of leaving your vultures at the front after seeing, because you know the Mutalisk can kill it. It's better just to like leave them at the possible expansions.
Oh, the backup vulture coming in though. Take out that drone. Oh,
what an MVP denying that 3rd. That's actually pretty huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge. Zerg really needs that extra, the third base, the resources you get from that, to really stop the big mech, you know, push out, right? So
Yeah,
the
for
more you
sure.
can deny that.
And you know what? This also
better.
sees the Hydras as well, which is pretty important. Now, there's no bunker up right now, but there is a fairly large amount of Goliaths. I don't know, I kind of feel like these Hydras can trade pretty well if there's no bunker and or siege mode. I don't know. Is a tank coming up? No. I'm a bit worried right now for Royal
Still
Blue.
going for Goliath. Yeah, I mean, he saw the Hydralist switch. He knows, like, you know, probably there's not going to be more meterless, right? So you can immediately transition to tank.
Oof.
Oh, good pick off. A
Yeah.
really good pick off.
I wonder if he just has enough Goliaths here that Hydras don't really want to mess with that. I'm not really sure about that, like the numbers for that.
Let's take a look. So yeah, Royal Blue, he has gone for armor first, which is good against the Mutalist, but not so good against the Hydralist. Correct me if
Yes.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, you are right there. It's not useless against the Hydra, of course, but I think attack is definitely
Yeah,
better.
I mean, any
especially if
upgrade's
you're
good,
going to
but-
get tanks as well, which is what you want to do against Hydras. So these Mutalists just being annoying, kind of just keep an eye on things as well. They're hitting that one spot on the minerals, you know the spot. But with Goliath range, they can be beaten back pretty easily. Okay, and looks like Royal Blue actually is going to move out.
Right, he's left 3 Goliaths back at his base though. I don't really like that. You gotta really have all hands on deck if you're gonna do a push out like this. He's getting his 4th and 5th factories. That's really good as well. I don't think he should push the main. I think he can actually deny the 3rd, but I don't think he knows where it is if he just attacks
Yeah,
with 3rd.
and that high ground would be tough to get into if Hydras get up there. But yeah, this is like a pretty good number of Hydras. I'm not sure Neutron would necessarily win the fight, but like it's going to be efficient enough that I don't think Royal Blue wants that fight. You know, picking off those 2 Goliaths is pretty huge. I really want to see tanks and siege mode out of Royal Blue now, because that's what you need against these Hydralisks. Pure Goliath is not going to cut it.
Still going on, like pure Goliath. As there are more and more like Hydralists, the trades will go worse and worse.
Ooh, well, that's a
actually
good
2
trade.
Hydralists, that's good.
+1 attack is also done for Zerg now, by the way.
Right, so that's good.
Ooh, rip Overlord. That Overlord is so dead, and you know what? Zerg's gonna splat because of that, but he comes in with the attack from behind now, hitting from 2 sides at once with his rally as well. Is it enough? Ooh, I mean, the numbers look okay.
I think
for
the
Royal
Zerg
Blue.
has too much. Like he'll be able
Yeah,
to hold.
true.
He won't fall here.
Yeah, true. Oh my gosh, he's actually gonna clean this up. That's pretty bad for Royal Blue.
Yeah, I really feel like if he cut back on the Goliaths and had 2 tanks for that army,
Yeah.
like, it would have been totally different. Like the
I
story
mean,
here.
what we often see pros do is move out with like 3 tanks in siege mode.
Exactly.
Because yeah, that's kind of a number where Zerg can't just pick them off easily. It's a lot of damage to be dealing to Hydras. I mean, these SCVs coming out a bit late. Not getting anything done there. And you know, is this counterattack just going to end the game? I'm not sure what Royal Blue really has here. Oh, you know what? I know what he has. He has the best unit in the game, SCVs. Will he use them? Here they come.
He's pulling
That's
the boys.
a lot of Hydras, though.
Good targeting.
Needs to mineral walk over these. The SCVs really not doing their job, but at the same time, that's quite a few Goliaths, I think, actually, to fight this back. So I think he'll be okay. Still, though, not looking good.
He'll like survive through this attack, but I'm still really worried. Like still going only pure Goliath, no tank. I mean,
Yeah,
like I don't see that. Like you need tanks for any kind of comeback potential, you know.
Yeah.
And with Hubert Neutron taking his 4th now, I mean he's in a commanding position.
yeah, you're doing a good
2
job
chambers.
behind this.
Yeah, his armor's done. +2 on the way for his Hydralist. He's looking in great shape. Yeah, like +1, not even close like, to being finished. So I mean, for
I think
Royal Blue, so
Royal Blue's taking Goliath build a bit literally here. He does not want to make any other unit.
pure Goliath only.
Yeah.
There actually are some timings you can do. Especially okay, you know the first big attack he came out with.
Yeah.
If he attacked the 3rd and he got there before the Hydralist, like moving your Goliaths onto the that could
does seem pretty strong.
Yeah, like definitely. I think there's a move out you can do at 8 minutes. Again, thanks to Jinjin for his videos. That's where I got it from. And that hits before the 5 factories. But I feel like because he kind of
has been trying to scout here, but these Hydras just denied every time.
yeah, it's good map presence from Hubert Neutron. You know, continuously moving his Hydras around. You know, to patrol the map. And still only Goliaths, no siege mode. So
yeah, he's taking up to vessels. I think he's probably going to get some here, but also maybe just for the upgrades, getting that science facility. Yeah, well, Okay, if it's maxed army of Goliaths, it's max army of Hydras. I think the Goliaths scale slightly better. I think, but we're not there yet. Actually, now I'm not so sure because Hydras are only one supply, aren't they? So never mind that.
Well, the thing is, even if he does win the huge engage, because of the macro coming out of Hubert Neutron, he's not going to be able to, you know...
Yeah, that is true.
Fight to win the next one, right?
Well, Hubert pulled back from that fight. That's a lot of Goliaths, man.
Yeah, that is a lot of Goliaths, but... no, I think, again, though, like, the macro capability, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... He'll have 7 hatcheries, I think, once the 4th finishes, so...
Yeah, he's pushing him back for now, though. A lot more reinforcements coming out, though. I mean, I'm not sure if Neutron can actually take this on yet. It all looks like Royal Blue thinks otherwise. No, he's going to commit to the fight. The battle line forming there. But that's a pretty good engage for Terran, I think, because Zerg's only attacking on a limited front there. And I think
definitely,
Royal Blue will... Ooh, actually,
no, Zerg's going to win.
I always misjudge those.
It's kind of like what I was saying earlier, though. Even if Royal Blue had won that big fight there, he wouldn't have left. Like, he wouldn't have enough to even push like the natural. You know,
That's
he
true.
wouldn't have
That's
enough
true.
to hit anything else.
Yeah, it seems that like when you get down to lower numbers of Goliath and lower numbers of Hydras, the Hydras really just crush through.
You really need siege mode. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah, I mean that's
not like a broken record, but
that's all there is to say,
tanks are
really,
the
right?
counter.
There's not much else to say
counter
about it. Yeah, I think this will get cleaned up. Oh, maybe not actually. Nice focus fire there. Terran trying to repair that one SCV. Actually, yeah, no, there's a lot more Hydras streaming across. I think this might be the end.
Yeah, I think this is the beginning of the end. Finally getting siege mode now. The first tank comes out. So I think a little.
Still a ways off though. Can he hold? SCV's going to come across again. Oh, nice pullback. But the focus fire is relentless. Well, an unsiege tank can do something. It's not the worst unit in the world against Hydras. Uh-oh. Don't want to lose that. He really needs that tank.
He needs that. Oh, so that's tough.
That's unfortunate.
That's tough. Looks like Hubert's coming across the map with more Hydralisks. You can see on the mini map, right? Huge stream of Hydralisks coming
the endless
through.
streams.
If he had 2 tanks, siege, like behind like the natural wall, he may have been able to hold this. But I don't know if he can.
Dude, even one siege tank just Goliath in front would make so much difference. Okay, there's a siege tank. Hey, I was just saying, one is enough? No, it doesn't look like this is going to run right in there. Too many Goliaths have died already, there's nothing to block here. The SCV is getting pulled, but too late. That tank will get taken out very quickly.
Good control by Hubert,
Yeah,
like picking
really
off that
fun,
tank.
Yeah.
SCV is coming off the line.
GG. Well, really solid by Hubert Neutron again. He's looking pretty good, man. Alright, unfortunately I only have one more replay from this group. Because I'm not sure if people didn't upload their replays or if games weren't played. It's unknown. So we're into the last game already. You ready?
That was pretty fast games, yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Alright, so in the 12 o'clock here, we have Soul Silver, the Dark Blue Zerg, and the bottom right, it's Hubert Neutron, the Brown Zerg. CVZ action on Silphid.
I feel like this is probably going to be a short game.
I mean, it is ZVZ.
Yeah. Going by what I know about ZVZ.
So, given that there's no ramp as well, sometimes it's a bit harder to defend in this map than other maps.
Do you think we'll see more Zergling play because of that? Because, the difficulty of,
Well,
holding the...
That's a funny question though, because it's like, you're in TVZ and you're asking if we're going to see more Zergling play. The question is more than what? What choice does Zerg have to not make Zerglings?
Right. Well, okay, more Zergling all-in styles. How about that? Cause,
yeah, okay, I'll agree with that.
Right?
Yeah, you can definitely do like a 10 hatch in base type of thing. Is definitely stronger on a flat map, but it can always be defended. It's always possible.
And yeah, Neblime, as Zerg is my weakness, so to speak.
I see.
I have heard that this matchup is kind of like a coin flip. Would you agree with that?
No, not really. I'd say it's more similar to TVT in the way that it doesn't really matter what opening you do. You can always figure it out and like try and get a micro advantage basically. Now, of course, some openings have an advantage over others, but it's not like if you do one opening, he does another, you're guaranteed to die. That's never the case. Unless it's like 12 patch versus 4 pool, I guess. But I think that's pretty much the only case. Okay, so by the way, opening wise, we see 9 pool gas coming up here.
Mirror builds.
Not yet, because Soul Silver's not actually getting gas, which is extremely surprising. I guess there's going to be a hatchery coming up here. This is interesting. You don't see this very often. Okay, no, it's just a later gas, which I think is a bit of a mistake, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking if you're gonna go gas, you gotta get it earlier. Yeah, I was actually thinking he was probably gonna grab his like natural real quick and then just go like a Zergling flood kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Looks like
I mean, if you're
gonna
do that though, you usually get the hatchery before the pool anyway. Because it's going to take a while for those lava to kick in. Oh, okay, so that is the build, I suppose. By getting that gas a bit later, he can actually sneak this hatchery under the radar, and he's kind of doing a hybrid build here, I guess. Yeah, I've not actually seen this, so I'm not really sure what to call it. I guess it's like overpool into hatchery. Interesting. But his late timing...
Hubert does scout it, right? He does know about it, so...
Yeah, he does. So Hubert's going to have link speed significantly ahead here. Granted, he'll only have 1 hatchery production, but he's going to have an advantage, I think, where he can hit the timing. And since Soul Silver has to come out and defend this natural, it's going to be a lot harder for him.
Right. Yeah, and the natural is actually pretty wide. You know, so like it's hard to hold. But the one thing he does have is the tyranny of distance, so to speak, right? So even if he does have like Zergling speed first, the reinforcement time will basically be this. Yeah, it'll be like the same, right? Basically, because.
Well, I think the link speed timing will make up for that, though. By the way,
no,
only
but
2 in
that's
gas
what I'm saying, though.
For Soul Silver, I think it's a bit of a mistake.
Oh. Okay.
I don't mean the how fast they can reinforce. I just mean like how much more powerful they are. But it looks like Hubert is actually going to opt to sit back here and just get his own expansion because he does know his lair is going to be faster. I'm not sure if the difference here requires spores. I think it might not. But it still is a slight advantage Hubert Neutron can use here.
I like how his Overlord's fully spinning over.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, over...
Dude, that must be distracting, right? You're just trying to macro and this thing keeps spinning?
Did Silver ever get a link speed or Zergling speed? I don't think he did.
I don't believe he did, actually. Yeah, that's pretty big. Trying to save that gas, I guess. Doesn't help when you have 2 on gas. He's fixed that now. Alright, Splash.
So we have equal drone numbers. One ahead for Silver now. I'm not like an expert in Zerg at all, but I've heard that drone count is hugely important, right?
Yeah, so it's more the difficulty of remaking them than how many you have in the first place, because you know
retaining your drone numbers, right?
Yeah, say you're both just sending lings at each other. Every lava you have to spend a drone on instead of a ling is going to be a disadvantage in the fight. So if you lose a drone, like you're like, do I even want to replace this, or I just want to keep making lings, you know? And of course, there aren't that many to begin with, so you know, losing 1 out of 12 drones is a lot less than losing, like, say, 1 out of 30 drones in, say, like TVZ or something.
Right. I'm actually not really sure who. I would say Hubert has an advantage because he does have 14 drones to, like, Silver's 11.
And he's gonna have the lair timing, right?
Yeah, he has. Aspires a little faster, but I don't think this again, like the tyranny of distance. Aspires a little faster, but by the time he can get over to like Silver's base.
But as you say, able to pull out a few more drones because Soul Silver made a few more Zerglings, and he's not going to be aggressive with them. He does not have link speed, like you said, which is a pretty huge deal. If he had link speed with these, I feel like he could definitely come across and do a huge attack here because Hubert Neutron does not have as many links as him for sure.
He could do some kind of counterplay. Yeah, I totally agree. The lack of link speed will actually kind of hamper any counterplay. Yeah, you can see Hubert Neutron moving across the map now. I don't know about this. I mean, if he attacks into this, Silver's going to win for sure.
Well, he can just come across here with impunity and decide to go back, which he's actually going to do right now. Because, you know, his opponent can't catch him. He can just raid around wherever he wants. It's a pretty big advantage, to be honest.
Yeah, but and I thought he was going to, like, gear up for an attack, though. That's why he was moving it with all his Zerglings. I thought, like, if you just want map control, like, shouldn't you just use, like, 1 Zergling, right, instead of move them all?
Yeah, I suppose so. And he does have the Overlord spotting as well. So, Hubert Neutron actually went with, like, 2 Scourge immediately. So he's actually going to, like, try and fly in here and snipe some mutas, but his opponent went for Scourge as well. This is weird.
Yeah, he went for Scourge on Scourge action.
Great, the pinnacle of Brood War. It's just like units exploding each other.
Yeah, so immediately starting to come out for both players. Silver with 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Silver with a little bit. Okay, well now they're even on Meatless, but I feel like he's a little ahead because he has got more Scourge left over.
Yeah. So this is a bit awkward for both players because they both know their builds are pretty similar. Is there really anything to prompt you to come across the map and attack? Unless you feel like you can be sneaky and fly in when they're not looking, right? Because the Meatless number is pretty similar. That Zergling getting taken out, luckily, before it can do any real damage. I would say it got a nice scout, but like, what is there to see in his EVC, right? You already know his layer timing.
Okay, so Scourge picking off more Scourge. I would like to note that Hubert Neutron, yeah, he has his +1 Flyer Carapace more than halfway done. And
Ooh.
Silver does not have any upgrades. This is huge.
Yeah, he could hit a
This will
timing
be
with that.
huge.
That could be pretty decisive, actually.
Yeah, that actually could that could actually win him the game because when the big Meatless engage happens, that armor is gonna pay dividends.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
So
I'm not sure he even wants to come across the map with that, though. Like, he doesn't know his opponent isn't going for the same timing, so I think it's a bit tricky. We may see him move out as soon as that's done, but that's a fair way off. And it looks like Silver's actually going to head across the map. Oh no, just patrolling defensively. This is what I'm talking about. It's a bit hard for either player to commit here, I think, because you know you're just extending closer to your opponent's production, so they're going to have the reinforcement advantage. But suddenly, where are Neutron's mutas? Okay, they're in the main. Okay, he sees them.
yeah, I think Silver Scourge coming to reinforce as well. If he can
That's
get some
a lot
good
of
Scourge
Scourge.
hits.
That's a lot of Scourge. Oh, nice!
Okay, good. Yeah, good.
Dude, Hubert Neutron has
micro.
way more Mutalisks here. I mean, the Scourge are in pursuit, but the Mutalist, there's no way. Nice micro there.
Nice micros. Yeah, I was supposed to say really good
Ooh,
control. He
some
loses
connections.
one.
But
Loses
Silver,
one, but-
Silver is forced to retreat there. Not enough Mutalists to contest, really. And +1 Carapace is done.
Yeah, I feel like Hubert Neutron is just gonna win straight out right here.
Okay,
Good control. Yeah, 0 Meatless loss.
very nice.
It's, how many has he? Okay, so Hubert has 11 Meatless to
Here we
10 for
Oh, it's
Silver,
pretty close. And more are going to pop out for Silver, though, if the fight starts. Takes out that Overlord, very nice. And now Silver is actually supplied.
but he has +1 Carapace. He
That is
has
true.
+1 Carapace.
That is
So,
true.
I
If he
mean,
rallies his reinforcements, it looks like he's going to do. Alright, here comes the fight. Hubert caught flat-footed here, actually. Scourge connecting, very nice. But the reinforcements come in, and Soul Silver looks like he's compelled to retreat here. Uh-oh. More Scourge coming in. Oh my god, that was close.
Oh, yeah, it was so close. The
Oh my
micro,
God.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
connected.
One connection.
Oh,
Okay,
takes
yeah,
out
it was pretty
Nebulous.
good.
Yeah, pretty efficient
I
for
think two.
Soul Silver so far with those Scourge. He microed down Hubert Neutron Scourge pretty easily, I reckon. Okay.
I would like to know one thing though. Like, okay,
Ooh.
now he's picking off drones. That's really
Ooh,
really
yeah.
bad for Silver. But if he does fight over, I mean, Hubert Neutron, if he fights over Silver's natural, the Zerglings could soak up glaives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's also a factor.
That's definitely
That's
a big
also a
factor.
factor.
Yeah, so,
Right.
by the way, Hubert Neutron actually made a few more drones behind this, which is interesting. Like, he's actually going to be able to get an economic lead, which isn't really a sentence that you say very often in ZVZ. And I think he will just be able to produce more in the long run. I mean, already he's got a lot more money backed up. He doesn't have to produce Scourge as much, he can just produce straight Mutalisks. Because, of course, the Mutalisks cost more minerals. Wow, Scourge vs. Scourge just won't stop, will it? Oh man, not Mutalisk getting taken out.
I don't agree with that. Yeah, he threw away one of, and he's attacking into
Yeah, Silver needs to get out of here, man. That is way too many Mutalisks.
all back.
There's one rogue Mutalisk gonna take out the drones by himself. Can he do it? Doesn't look like he can. He's just gonna try and get away. Oh, but I think he can.
I'm really worried for Silver right now. He's hemorrhaging Mutalisk for free, basically. I mean,
Yeah,
and,
and it's not like he has the economy to like rebuild more. The longer the game goes, the more Mutalisk Hubert Neutron's gonna have.
yeah, it looks like Hubert's actually gearing up to take a third as well, a gas
Interesting.
third. So
Yeah, I'm not sure about this move when you don't have spores. I don't know about that because if you're trying to defend one location with mutas, they could just come into your main or go to the third or vice versa. So I don't know how I feel about it.
well, I think Hubert knows that he has an advantage. I mean, he's fought like Silver
True.
a couple times, and like Silver's ran every time. So I think
Oh
he knows
my
his.
God.
Okay, that's not. Yeah,
This-
okay, that's really bad.
That advantage
Hey,
won't
lost-
last long at this rate. Oh my god.
Yeah, he lost quite a few Mutalisks, so that was really good
But the
for
drones-
Silver.
Or the drone, I should say. Undefended. No Scourge hits though. Oh wow, he's taking out so many Mutalisks. Can he actually win the air fight now? Oh god, what is going on?
I think he. Oh, it's gonna be close, man. With the Zerglings soaking up like glaives as well.
I think that Brown has the advantage here. No, he gets crushed.
Silver. Oh, that was a great. You see that last Scourge hit as well?
Yeah, I did. Wow.
I feel like Hubert. No, I think he lost like 4 meterless on the way just to Scourge, and then like he fought off the Zergu.
These Lings coming in. The Mutalisks have to choose what they're going to do now. They're going to try and stop the Lings. They're going to try and stop the enemy Mutalisks. Looks like they killed the Lings already almost though. So never mind. Oh, some drones going down though.
He does get some drones, so it's not.
Alright, going into the main of the Mutalisks here. Oh, there's so many drones to murder here. Oh! Alright, gets 2 already. Does pull back. I'm not sure he needed to pull back there, to be honest. Especially with these Scourge menacing. Oh my god, huge hits!
Gets more hits.
So
wow.
much value. Wow, I'm disappointed that Soul Silver pulled back there. I think he could have just taken that air fight and won the game now.
Well, I mean, okay, we say that with 20/20 vision, right? But when you're playing, right? I mean, it's
yeah, he doesn't know exactly how many units his opponent has. Still, though, I feel like after you won that big fight at your natural, you should know that you're going to have the advantage. Okay, so somehow, Hubert Neutron's still on 19 drones. Not really sure how he pulls that off. And he does have this third. Getting +2
he's going to be... There's definitely comeback potential for Hubert Neutron. He's got the economy for it.
Nice Scourge hits by Hubert Neutron as well there.
I'm kind of getting worried for Silver again though. Like if he's got to get some upgrades, you know. Like if +2 Carapace finishes, I mean.
Yeah, I think he's just going to get swamped by like too many +2 Mutalisks because he doesn't know about this third, and he's just sitting back when he has the economic disadvantage. Oh man, another Mutalisk going down. When really he needs to be getting damage while he can. But it might already be too late.
I feel like Silver does have like a window though. Like if he goes now, you know, before Hubert can remax and not remax, but like you know rebuild so to speak.
Yeah.
It looks like he is going in for a big fight. This could be the fight to end all fights.
He's back. He's the Scourge. Oh, great Scourge hits.
Okay, great Scourge hits again.
Ooh, but I think Hubert Neutron has too much. Yeah, and Soul Silver knows he's going to pull back. Oh, another Mutalisk going down.
He loses one Mutalisk.
Yeah, I think his chance was really when he was in the main before, just after the big fight at natural. That was his chance to do damage, but now I think he's missed his window. And Hubert Neutron, I don't think will ever relinquish this lead again. I just don't see it happening.
Right, yeah, I know. I totally agree. You can even look at the supplies, right? The 56 to 39 says it all.
Oh, get that Scourge! Get that Scourge! Okay, oh, that was close.
I think Hubert also with that third gas now, so he's going to be able to make so... Okay, that was a good hit. Did you see that Scourge?
Oh, no, I moved the camera away. Did it hit Silver's meters or Neutron's meters?
Oh, no, it hit Silver's Scourge hit Hubert's meters.
Oh, nice.
Like, man, Silver's Scourges, man, they've like...
Yeah.
They've been doing work for him, you know?
They have. They almost like won him the game before. Yeah, maybe he can pull it off
in the
again.
game, you know, to bring back.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, +2 Carapace doesn't help you much versus Scourge, so if he gets good Scourge hits in the next fight, he might still be able to take it. Oh, look at that pick off as it spawns.
Yeah, as it spawns. That's
nice
good.
There, though.
Yeah, goodbye, Hubert.
Well, Hubert's probably just waiting for +2, I think. He's going to attack with this like huge swarm of Mutalisks.
Right, yeah, I don't want to call it too early, you know, Caster's Curse and all that, but I do think we're basically just waiting for the end, you know, right now. Hubert just
waiting for the killing blow. Well,
he's just gonna wait for his +2 and then like move across the map and like wipe out.
Soul trying to be sneaky here and coming in with the harass, but I think he was just spotted. Oh no, the meters are splitting. He can get a couple of drones for free here. Hubert not reacting very quick. Okay, gets a drone, pulls out, but you know what? It's free, so I don't mind it. Lings at the natural didn't manage to achieve anything, unfortunately. But yeah, that's like the kind of move Soul Silver needs. He needs to just pick off a drone here and there. But I think he made Hubert Neutron mad. He's coming across the map.
Yeah, his +2 is done like in once. It's basically gonna hit perfect timing from Hubert. Yeah, the +2 just finished, so now he's gonna move across the map. And I don't see how Silver can hold this.
Oh my god, there's so many Mutalisks. That's like almost 20 Mutalisks, I think. And yeah, +2, they're just crushing through.
Hubert's Mutalisks are like invincible, man. Like versus
Link's taking out drones at
+2 versus
Hubert Neutron's base, but I don't think it matters. Because Hubert Neutron has so many Mutalisks, he can just clean everything up. GG.
Right, yeah, it's a good game.
Wow. Well, interesting
Hubert
TVZ
Neutron.
there. Yeah, sorry, ZVZ. I said TVZ.
Undefeated, going 3-0, hey?
Yeah, and unfortunately, as I mentioned, that is all the replays we have for this group. So unfortunately we can't see all the other matchups. But we do have the option of another group. What do you reckon? You want to keep going, Shroom?
I don't know, it's really up to you. kind of feel like another group. If it's like a big group, it'll be too long, you know.
Yeah, let me look at the
It's
replays.
super
You know,
long.
I'm going to look at the replay duration. We'll decide if we're going to keep going based on that. And of course, we don't want to like half do it and then stop. Let's see.
Neblime, how about we cast your epic TVZ game against Chris?
Oh no, can't cast my own game. Can't cast my own game. It would not work out. If you want to do it on my stream and I just sit here in silence, that's fine though. If you want to do that. But no, I think we'll call it there because the other group
Too
I'm
long,
looking
right?
at it.
I guess.
Yeah, there's one extremely long game and one extremely short game, but I think yeah, we don't really want to get into that now. So that'll be it from us today. Probably cast another group another day. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching.